Hello my friends, welcome back here to the channel. For today I have this project that is a laptop stand. That is a suggestion for a subscriber here from the channel. I will put here the link of the Instagram if you want to follow him. He posts a lot of content from 3D printers. Thank you to suggest this project for me. I hope you like it. And I created this project thinking in this part that I can fold to place the notebook here on this part, have 3 positions to set the angle. This is a print on place project that I can print here in one file, and they have a limit here to not pass this object here. The same concept here. I created this project using just one sketch with all the spacings. I create here the bodies, and after create all the components, filled some chamfers, and the joints are printed on the same part, here and here, with the space needed to create. You can download all these drawings to follow the instructions that I will show you in this video. The link is here on the description. Create a new design, create a new sketch, select the first plane, and start to create some lines here. Make the square that I will use as a reference here. The midpoint of this line on the center point. Apply some measurements that will be 200 millimeters with 200 millimeters here. Create a center line, convert to construction. I will use this line to create the metric. For that I need some lines here. Start to create the profile. Here, 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 and here. Start to apply the measurements. This is 4 millimeters with 12 millimeters here. This is 4 millimeters. Apply a constraint of collinear to that line, 4 millimeters. In that case is 9.75 millimeters here, 9.75 millimeters, and 25.5 millimeters here. This gap needs to be 12.5 millimeters. Here is 4, and this height 35 millimeters. Remember here to apply that line here, cut that. This is 66. One millimeter here, and that gap is 37 millimeters here. You can close that profile here and here and here and here. The second part here is the contour of that profile here, here, here. I'm going to apply some spacings. And here it's 0.5. Here is 0.95 millimeters. And in that line it's 109.5 0.5 millimeters. And this have a 1 millimeter space, 0.5 millimeters, and with that line, and that line 53.75 millimeters. Now we need to continue applying here, 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 close that profile. Here is 12 millimeters. Here, 12.5 millimeters. Here, that internal line, create that vertically. Here and here, 12 millimeters. Now I have the same arm here, here, and here, the same space. That's okay. Need to close that profile here and here. Now we have our second part. Just apply some measurements here. This is 81 divided by 2. This space is 20.75 millimeters. And that is 12 millimeters. The next lines will be to create the third part. Need to create here inside this space. Trace some lines here. Close that profile here and here. And close that. Constrain that on the vertical. And start to apply some measurements that will be 0.5 millimeter distance. This is 0.25. This is 0.25. Same spacing here. And here. This measurement here, 75 millimeters. That will be the arm. And that is here is 20 millimeters. Now we have all the line constrained. Create a rectangle by the center here. That is 6 millimeters, 81 millimeters. Here. The same process, 6 millimeters by 81. And just the last, and that is 7 millimeters high and 81 millimeters. Here on the part 1 with 141 millimeters. This space here on the center point. The bottom line is 141 millimeters. The second will be 189. The second with the bottom line here, and 185 bottom line. center point of the square. Now we need to create one more here. Apply these lines and close here, here, in that line. Apply the measurements that it's on the part 4, that is 30 millimeters high. Is that 30 millimeters. That is 20 millimeters. This gap here is 1 millimeter and 0.25 millimeters here, and the same gap to close that profile. Now we can finish the sketch and start to create our bodies. This is the first 4 millimeters. Unhide the sketch. This is the second 4 millimeters. The body. The same for the third 4 millimeters. And the last one 4 millimeters. Now we can hide this sketch. We have all the bodies that we need. Just need to mirror, select the body, the first one, select the middle plane, and operation is joint. That's okay. Repeat that process with the second body here. Select the plane, join the body, the plane, and okay. And the last one, select the mirror and click OK. Now we have all the bodies that we need for this project. Here, 30 and the 40. Can apply some fillets here, here, and here, 2 millimeters. On that, can apply another fillet of 2 millimeters and hold the control for that one here and here. Click OK. Another for that 2 millimeters. Create the pins to move the movement that component here. P for project, select that line, create here a circle with 4 millimeters diameter. E for extrude with 2 millimeters, and the temper angle is minus 30 degrees. For that, I need to create a mid plane here and here. Create that mid plane. Mirror that feature. Select the mid plane and click OK. And mirror another. Select the extrude and the mirror and here to create the pins. Here, the same process for that face. P for project, click OK. Another circle with 4 millimeters diameter. E for extrude with 2 millimeters with an angle of 30 degrees. Construct the midplane here and here. Repeat the mirror. Select the angle, click OK. Repeat that mirror with the extrude and the mirror. Select the midplane and click OK. The same process here. Create P for project, select this line, C, 4 millimeters diameter, extrude with 2 millimeters and minus 30 degrees. Select the mirror, select the extrude, select the midplane and click OK. Now we have all the bodies created and need to create the space to rotate these parts. Hide these two components. Here on combine. Here the target component that we need to remove material. Operation is cut. Select the second material that we use as a tool to remove the material and keep tools and click OK. Now we have that space. In the components here. The same for that two components. Combine, click the target and click on the tool, keep tool and cut operation. Now we have these components. The same for that one. The target tool and keep tool. To create the space that we need to print this part, we need to offset, select all that faces here and inside, here and here, select all that here and here, here, here. It's minus 0.1 millimeters to remove the material. The same process with the body tool. Select the offset, select that faces here and here, here and here, minus 0.1 millimeters. Now I have all the bodies. Click with the right button, create component from bodies. First component, the second, the third component, and the last one. Now we can apply some features. Select the component here, isolate the other ones. You can start apply some drafts. With the draft tool, select that face in that angle, apply the 30 degrees here and here and here, 30 degrees on that face. Select that and that. This is 20. Here and here is this is minus 30 degrees. The same for that one, but in this case it's positive 30 degrees. And that one is 30 degrees positive. The same for the other side. This is negative. That two are positive here and here. Here, 30 degrees. Select that edge here, 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 and here. That one. Here with 10 millimeters. That limit the movement of that component here. Some angles here. That is 40 millimeters, 30 millimeters, and 20 millimeters. Select the drafting here and here. It's minus 40. Select the draft here and here. In this case, it's positive 40 millimeters. The drafting here and here, it's minus 30 millimeters. For the drafting and here, no, it's positive 30 degrees. And to finalize that part is minus 20 millimeters, positive 20 millimeters here. Now we can see that angle be easier to fit the support here. And the last one, select this top face with the base with the 30 degrees. Now we have the base complete. If you want to apply here the text that I use, apply the text. 20 degrees. Change here, I use the Anton font with a 7 millimeters and click OK and repeat. Ctrl C, Ctrl V. Another copy. And just change the number here and here is 25. Finish the sketch and apply here an extrude with minus 0.5 millimeters. Perfect. We can apply here another fillet that is 10 millimeters. Here, and that edge here. With 2 millimeters. And here on the middle plane, we can do the slice with the P, product that line with that line, click OK, make here a triangle, here, close, use that a collinear, that line, that line, that line, with that line, okay, finish this sketch. This profile needed to be extruded 7 millimeters. Extrude here, select symmetrical, the whole length will be 7 millimeters. The fillet will be 0.5 and apply here a chamfer with 3 millimeters. Now we can hide this component and hide the second and select them. Start to apply some fillets. Start to apply some fillets. Now, first we need to apply some drafts. This face with that face, it's minus 30 millimeters. The same for that face, and the same that with that face. Select here the fillet command and select all these borders. These edges needs to be applied with a 10 millimeters and press OK. And another fillet of 5 millimeters on that edge. Here, 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 that one, that, and these two inside, here and here. With 5 millimeters. Click OK. Unhide here the last component that we need to apply some drafts. This face with that face, minus 30 degrees. Here, the same for that face and that one. The same on the other side, here and here, here and here. And apply a fillet of 2 millimeters on this edge, here, here and here, with 2 millimeters. Now this part fits from the project. We turn here to the main project. We ground it for the first component and we apply here a joint between faces. The type needs to be a revolute. Select that first, the second face, and the snap needs to be this circle. The second component needs to be that face with that face, and the snap is inside. And click OK. Now the first component have a joint for movement, and we can use that to apply the other joints. The same process, select these faces here and here, select the snap and do the same process here, change for between here and here and the inside. Okay, finish. Now we can move that component minus 30 degrees here and apply the last joint here and here. The snap here and here, and the snap is here inside this border. And finish the sketch. Now we can pause it, lock the motion, and pause it here in the project. Now we have three angles that we can use in this project, just moving the components and set the laptop here. This project is a hard work to create. I hope you liked it. If you like here, you can subscribe for the channel or download my book in the first link of the description. I have a thanks membership if you want to help the channel. Thank you so much. See you in the next video.